Andrew Dillon coming out and saying that it's the best the umpiring's ever been, actually.
Yeah. Now I've got an opinion on this.
Let's get to the AFL. So let's start. We'll start with Andrew Dillon coming out and saying that it's the best the umpiring's ever been, actually.
Yeah. Now I've got an opinion on this.
Of course.
I've got an opinion on a lot of things, but this is actually, in my eyes, because obviously umpires are criticised every single week, every single year. Change the rules, make life difficult for them, all of the above. Yes, they've got a tough gig. That's your job, so be it. But over the last sort of 3 or 4 years, the umpires have been so protected by the AFL, and you can't criticise them, you can't do this, you can't touch them, you can't argue with them, you can't talk to them. They're like they've been dehumanised so much to the fact that now they're actually hated more, and they're criticised more because you can't have any access to them. You're not allowed to go near them, and they're untouchable. If it was like you see the Premier League, these like players right up in their face, they're talking to them, they're arguing, and the umpire's just nah, don't care. Like they don't get criticised hardly as much as the ones we have. And I said this the other day, I was like, why don't umpires, on the weekend, the Geelong versus Essendon game, there was clearly a couple of decisions that were controversial, right? Someone's in the stands, one of the umpires' bosses in the stands, they can look at those and see whether that was a right or a wrong decision, and then after the game come out and do a press conference and just say, all right, what about the decision there? And if the umpire gets on the front foot and goes, yeah, you know what, I probably made a mistake there with that one, we wouldn't talk about it for 3 days. It'd be done there. Yep, the umpire made a mistake, it cost us a goal, bang. You can't change it now, it's done.
Yeah.
So if for instance, something like that did happen and the umpires did a press conference or you had access to them like that, then it cuts out all that other grey area. It actually makes them all right, yeah, they make mistakes because they make mistakes. Like footballers make mistakes. Like you make mistakes.
Yeah,
like everyone makes mistakes. Like guy misses a goal from 10 metres out. Like, do you think he wanted to miss the goal from 10 metres out? No, he wanted to kick the goal, but he missed it.
Yeah.
Mistake, yes. So if an umpire sees something or didn't see something, that's a mistake, and it's in the video, it looks like a mistake, then so be it. Come out and own it.
Well, that's why you probably need like the third umpire type situation, because the angle that every umpire is on is different. I know they've got the 4 umpires, but they're all at different distances away too. So it's like
4 is probably too much, and someone from 50 metres away shouldn't be making a call.
You shouldn't be allowed to make the call. Like sort of how we have the zones at the start of the game. If you're in the front half, you can't make a call.
You can't make that, but that makes it a lot harder. And I just think we've dehumanised them so much that they're untouchable. No one can go near them. No one can say anything about them. That now it's it's making it worse for them. It's making it harder for them because everything's analysed more and more. But if you come out and you own it straight off the bat and you're up front, it's a tough gig.
Do you think it's just we're talking about it so much because this is what Swanee reckons, because the competition's so tight this year and the games are so close, and that the impact has been higher? I mean, they probably make the same amount of mistakes all the time.
I think they definitely make mistakes.
Well, we know
and it might be escalated more because closer games might cost you.
Yeah.
But even come finals time, they sort of loosen up the rules a little bit. They let it flow a little bit more. So it's like pre-season, you're like, all right, there's a new interpretation, there's a new rule. Start of the year, you go hard on that. Sort of through the mid-section of the year, it sort of drifts off. And then by the end of the year, it's like, let it go.
Yeah.
It's sort of how the season pans out. But is that how you want it to do? No, you want it to be consistent throughout. And it's just everyone's confused because there's so much grey. But if you just say, you know what, own it, make a mistake, or didn't make a mistake, this is the letter of law, then do it straight away, do it straight after the game, or do it the next morning like AFL players do. And it doesn't become a conversation Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like we're still talking about it now. So, yeah, the dehumanisation, which is a good word, of umpires has gone too far.
I feel like when you dehumanise someone, you make them less than you. I feel like maybe we've built them up too much to be protected.
They're protected. Yeah, that's what I mean. They're protected. You can't get near them.
You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.